All right. I think it's working now. Let me see. Three people watching. It's better than nothing, I guess. 158, 215. You see here. Michael Phillips. I see your message there, Michael, or your comment rather. All right, let's get this thing going here. What's going on there, Richard? How's it going down there? We got a lot of rain today, Richard. It was a good day for the garden. Got plenty of rain. We got about 40 some people watching. Good deal. Not too bad. There's Maple Farm. How's it going there, people? Harry. Got Bruce in Ohio. Got Matt. Jim Spencer. Good deal, Richard. We got about 4 hours of rain this morning. It was pretty nice, actually. Well, there's Jason from Wisconsin. I finally made one. I think if I do this schedule, let me adjust this just a little. You guys bear with me. Trying to adjust this little tripod here on my desk. There we go. Better. That's not straight. My goodness. Come on now. Don't fall on the floor on me. There we go. Come on now. I'll tell you what, these little desk camera holders are kind of flimsy. All right, so I think if I do this on a regular schedule every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, a lot more people will have opportunities to jump in here and ask questions and do all that. So I think that's what we'll do every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Old Rugged Woodworks. What's going on there, Duffield guy? Thankful for the rain. Me and you both. I tell you what, it's been getting kind of scary here with the rain. I tell you. Looks like we might get some more rain tomorrow, hopefully. Man, it's dry. You see here. 2 inches of rain in 45 minutes. We didn't get that. We got a lot of rain today. We didn't get 2 inches, though. We got enough. It's been dry for so long. Really dry. You see here. Where do you get your saw blades from? You know where I get my saw blades from. Mr. Joe. He might be with us tonight if he sees us getting on here. He usually jumps on the live chat. Him or Walter, one of his co-workers there. There's Corey in Michigan. How do you like having chickens? It's actually a lot of work, but I enjoy it. My wife does most of the work, but it's a pretty good amount of work, actually. Hopefully, it will pay off very soon. Hello, Craig. What's going on there, pal? It is getting full. Craig, I'm going to call you this week. I've got a question about lap siding or a shiplap. Hello, Jim Rogers. What's going on down there in Carolina? Half an inch of rain today over in Virginia. We may have got a quarter of an inch, but it was not too bad. Golden eggs. Hopefully, Richard. Hopefully. I'll tell you what. We're going to need them if prices keep on going up, man. Getting crazy out there. Hello from North Georgia. There's Chris. He's usually with us here. There's Killinger. One of our moderators there. Killinger's with us tonight. So Killinger now has a Wood-Mizer, guys. So if you didn't see that, go check out his channel. I finally talked him into getting a sawmill. He's got a sawmill now. So go check it out. He sawed his first logs the other day. Some tulip poplar. Nice stuff. There's Derek in Kentucky. I've been working the timber frame all day. Wiring up the dust collector for the planer. I gave it its own circuit. I'm also wiring up the outlet for the table saw. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be moving the table saw down to the shop. me see here. Ontario, Canada. There's Walter. I told you guys Walter may be with us. I don't see Joe yet, but there's Walter down in Georgia. What's going on there, my friend? Let me see here. Currently working on 2 red oak logs. How would you tackle this? If it's a red oak log and the grain is nice and straight, you can't move it because your equipment's too small, get a chainsaw with a ripping chain. If you don't have a ripping chain, just file your chain to about 5 degrees or 3 degrees. It's a lot of work. I'd find a ripping chain or order one if I could, and just bust it down the middle. You know, my friend Curtis Buchanan, he does that with an adze and a wedge. He busts up his logs like that for chair making. But if you can't pick up a log, you want to get it to your sawmill, get your chainsaw out with the ripping chain and bust it down the middle. I'll tell you what, I got a white oak log that's a good candidate for that. I can pick it up with a big tractor, but it'd be a good time for me to show you guys how to move logs when you don't have tractors. I'll do that this week. I will split that white oak with my chainsaw. I need to do that anyways. I do my ripping chain at 10 degrees. Maybe it is 10 degrees. So I'm not sure. I got a bunch of ripping chain downstairs. I get it from Granberg, and I'm not sure on the degrees. He's saying 10 degrees. He may be right. I may be wrong when I said 5. So ask Mr. Google before you file your chain back down. But I'll do that this week. We'll rip one down. I'm really behind on comments now. Let's see if I can get kind of up to date here or caught up. 100 people watching, not too bad. Forest View, what's going on there, Mr. Knoxville? Did you get any rain today? We got a lot of rain down here. Let me see here. I need to call you this week too. I got to tell you something about the kiln. There's Joe down in Georgia. What's going on there, Joe? Good to see you. All right, where are we at here? All right, I think I'm caught up. If I missed your comment, then look over me. I can only read these so fast. Let me see here. There's Joe Main, guys. I told you guys Joe will be with us tonight. There's Joe. We got Walter in here as well from Georgia. Good deal. Everybody was asking where he's at there, Joe. I told him you'd be with us shortly. You usually don't miss these, and Walter came on with us. Let me see here. Can you play us a tune on the keyboard? Not tonight. I don't want to put my back to you guys, so that would be kind of rude. How do you buy a Wood-Mizer with bad credit? You save up your money and pay cash. That's about the best way to do that, probably. No rain yet. Man, we got a lot of rain today. I can't believe you guys didn't get any. We got a lot of rain today. It was nice. We needed it, I'll tell you that. Cash. Yeah, cash. Save it up and pay cash. All right. Refresh this again so I don't miss nothing. Hear that outside? It's raining again. Good deal. We need it. Hope it rains all night. All right, there's the diesel prices coming in. Northern California, $7.10. Man, that's high right there. That is high. I'm paying $5.60 or $5.70, I think. I couldn't imagine paying $7. That's high. All right. My internet is kind of slow here tonight, so I'm having trouble seeing your guys' comments. I'm trying to look at my phone here. There's somebody in Seattle there, Janice CH. Let me see here. There's old Hood's Custom Shop there, $5.39 in Oklahoma for diesel. He's a truck driver as well. My hats is off to him, and he knows what it's like out there as far as paying high prices. Man, I saw you working on that lawnmower the other day, by the way. Those blades are very aggravating. I'll tell you what, I feel your pain on that there, pal. Aggravating. When I have trouble with my riding lawnmower, I take it to my mechanic. I hate fooling with them. Hate fooling with them. The debarker, is it worth it? Absolutely. Even if you have your own blade sharpening equipment like I have, the debarker will save you money as you get more blade life because it's removing the bark and it's also removing rock that you don't see. It's taking dirt off the blade or the log. It's doing a whole lot of stuff there. We see here, off-road diesel, $5. That hurts right there, man. I got to get some of that. That hurts. Man, that hurts. Harry Hall, thanks to all your truckers. You're exactly right about that. Those guys are really, really carrying this country on their back right now, in my opinion. You see here, there's Luke, $5.95 in Pennsylvania. The new sawmill shop going to be a timber frame? I hope so. I'm going to go ahead and get the excavation done and pour the concrete slab and then kind of see where my money's at. But hopefully I can do a timber frame for the sawmill building. That was my overall goal right there. We're going to, sometime this summer, depends on my guy's schedule, we'll start the excavation and pour the slab for the building. Then we'll start thinking about the building on top of that. So it's going to go in phases right there. It's going to be a lot of money. A lot of money, guys, I tell you. Douglas fir logs from last year's fire. I don't know anything about Douglas fir. If Craig is still here from Nevada, maybe he can let us know about Douglas fir. I don't have any experience with Douglas fir, to be honest with you. I'd hate to advise you on something like that. There's Bill down at Oak Ridge down the road. Let's see here. Tune up the piano. Not tonight. Missouri diesel, $5.29. Man. Well, Randy, let's hear some good news there, pal. I'm sure you got it rough there, but let's hear some good news with your life there. Can't be all bad. You're still breathing there. You're typing on the keyboard of your phone, so at least you're still with us. Let me see here. Hello from northern Minnesota. Hello there, Jason. What good deal, Randy. Look at there. You're alive and your dog's sitting there beside you. What more do you want? Rain? Yeah, we got rain today. Okay. Harry Hall, $5.99 in Michigan. Richard, it did get humid today, man, but it's not as bad as it was. Man, it's been really bad here lately. Get these things off the head here. All right, let me see here. Saw log longer than your meal? I have not. I've seen guys do it before. I've never done it. I think a wood miser, the mat's length is 20 feet on a standard mill. Longest thing I've ever sawed is maybe a poplar one time. It was 18 feet, I think. Absolutely not there, Richard. Big hello from Florida. How's it going? Does butternut only grow down there? I don't know. I do not know. There's Craig talking about Douglas fir there. Butternut doesn't grow a lot here, actually. The butternut that I get mostly comes from West Virginia and from Virginia. I'm sure there's some in Tennessee, but I've never seen it in the forest. Pine Ridge Homestead, good deal. Got you a sawmill. You can't beat it right there. Maple Farm. I'm not taking a sawmill order in a long time, to be honest with you. But I do have friends who are sawing a lot more than I am, and they are all way, way behind. So that's the deal on that. I got lost right there. Somebody tried to put some kind of comment here about COVID or something. Nobody wants to read or hear about that. So if you want to talk about COVID, go do it somewhere else. Nobody wants to hear about it. We've heard enough about that for the past 2 years. This is about sawmilling, guys. This is not about health care and all that stuff. Let me see here. Old rugged woodworks, better than that, few and far between. Yeah, somebody came from West Virginia. That's what I was told by the log yard. Online store, I do. I'm sold out right now. Mosquito got me on the forehead today. I need to get that thing restocked and start putting more on there. I just finished off a load in the kiln. The 8/4 and 9/4 walnut. I'm gonna try to put some shorter slabs on there and see if anybody wants to buy them. Let me see here. I missed a bunch of stuff here, guys. Northwest North Carolina has an abundance of butternut. Didn't know that. Randy up in West Virginia. There's single shot. How's it going? Favorite wood to saw is black walnut. The second one is quarter sawing oak. White or red, it doesn't matter. Somebody talked about, okay, Hood's Custom Shop right there. He's got a 30-foot mill. So he's talking about sawing up some longer stuff right there. He's running a Woodlands mill, if I remember right. Let me see here. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to block a bunch of people here tonight. If you want to talk about politics and healthcare and stuff like that, we'll just shut this down and I'll get back to the timber frame, get back to work. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. We get it rammed down our throats all the time. So please keep your opinions on politics to yourself. I don't care what you believe. All right, so there's my buddy Joe. What's going on up there, friend? Nice to see you there tonight. I have a cherry, a black walnut, and a black gum log ready laying here. For timber framing, it really depends on where you live and what kind of species you can get. It's my opinion, I think white pine is hard to beat, and a lot of people like Douglas fir. So you can pretty much be anywhere in this country and probably have access to one of those species, hopefully. White pine or Douglas fir. They're light, they're easy to work with, and they don't really move a whole lot. They're pretty stable. Good stuff right there. Good question. Single shot. I left you a message on your last video. I'm not sure I saw it, but I don't read all the comments on the videos because I would never get anything done, to be honest with you. If I missed you, if I don't answer it, then I apologize. Do you resaw timbers for timber framing? Do I resaw timbers for timber frame? I just saw them out of a log. I don't really resaw them. Get your hands on anything to saw. What would your dream log be? I already have. It's already happened. I've sawed up some giant black walnuts. I don't think you could get any better than that. I got a big black walnut here. It's about 40 inches, guys. You guys will see that in July. A very nice walnut. The biggest one I've ever had here. All right. We see here, Douglas fir is one of my local trees. And there you go, Douglas fir. My friend built a Douglas fir timber frame home about 45 minutes from here, but he trucked all the Douglas fir in from Oregon. Let me see. Current price for black walnut depends on grade, thickness, and width. Tons of variables right there. There's no set price for lumber, guys. Unless you're dealing with like pine or 2x4s and stuff like that. When you start dealing with hardwoods like that, the prices are all over the board. It all depends on your thickness, your width, and your grade. Good place to buy a ripper chain. I get mine from Bailey's online. I think they get theirs from Granberg. Loblolly pine is excellent. Southern yellow pine, very good for framing. Wish we had more of that stuff up here. Does hemlock grow in Tennessee? It sure does up in the mountains. It sure does. There's Kimberly right there. Kimberly, if I'm saying that right. They always join us here from New Zealand. Good to see you guys tonight. From you and your dad. How y'all doing down there? Hope you're all doing well. I'm working on some cedar. What's the loose material in there? Cork? I didn't think it rotted. Yeah, cedar doesn't rot, but it kind of, I guess it does rot. It rots as it's standing sometimes when it grows. The bigger it gets, the heartwood starts decaying rapidly. Because heartwood is dead in a tree, if you think about it. Your sapwood in a tree is the only living part. The heartwood is dead. And in cedar, dead heartwood standing will deteriorate pretty fast. And once it starts getting buds in there, which doesn't take long, it makes it even worse. But once you saw it up and get to it, you're okay. It's kind of backwards when you think about it like that. The chickens are doing well. They're doing well. It's 8:30. They go up about 9 o'clock. The ants collection, I have not showed it yet, no. Harry, you're welcome there. The wintertime down here in New Zealand, it's cold today. It was nice in Tennessee today. Had a little bit of rain and wasn't too hot. It was pretty nice. We've been on here for how long? 22 minutes. Good deal, 22 minutes. Tom in New York. Let me refresh this screen. My internet's slow tonight for some reason. Having trouble seeing your guys' questions here. All right. There's Tommy. How's it going there, buddy? Yeah, that video, Richard said that video will come out tomorrow on his channel. I think he releases his stuff at like 5 in the morning. The 15th. Okay, the 15th. Be here before you know it. Least favorite wood to mill? Probably hickory, because it's so darn hard on the mill. I tell you that. Go through blades fast, too. All right. How many blueberries? As many as I could eat, to be honest with you. I need to go up there and pick some more. Favorite tomato plant is Celebrity. Put out 50 celebrities this year, actually. PA, do I ever miss it? I do sometimes. I don't miss the people, but I miss the work. Let me see, I miss some stuff here. Much difference in hardwood blades and softwood blades? Not really. I mean, if you don't use a softwood blade on hardwoods, but a hardwood blade you can use on softwood. It's kind of backwards when you think about it like that. But, 7 degree, 4 degree blades like that will cut anything. That's why I like them. Hello from Houston, 100 on the back patio. Ouch. All All right, ordered LX. Have not received it. Should check with the main office. Starting to question my dealer in Mississippi. I ordered a LX 150 in April 20. Yeah, just call Indianapolis. Because regardless of your dealer, Indianapolis is where it's coming from. Call those guys and see where it's at. Let me see here. Trouble with the tent worm. They're eating all our oak trees. I've not heard of that. I've not heard of that yet. Hopefully I won't hear about it. White oak, I would mill it at 5/4 and I would dry it and plane it down to a true 1 inch. I like a thicker tabletop. Richard, that's not coffee, buddy. We got some Sprite left over from a birthday party last weekend. I've been trying to drink them just to get rid of them. But this is not coffee. It should be coffee. You're exactly right about that. You should have went by Sheets and brought me some coffee there, Richard. So come on now, pal. Any scary or near miss moments? Never had one. Guys, a wood miser is extremely safe. The blade is in front of you traveling. You're nowhere near the action. It's pretty safe. Bruno's good. He turned 11 years old last week. He's downstairs right now. He may come up here later. I don't know. All right. Richard, sounds good, buddy. I'm always up for some coffee. I tell you that. Let me see here. Greetings from Eric in San Francisco. Hello there, Eric. Hang in there, buddy. Gets too bad, get out. That's what I tell people. If you don't like where you're at, get out of there. I tell you what, Jim, he may be, because he's always downstairs watching YouTube or Netflix or something. Reason for pulling the boards, it's all about the video that I'm making and what I want to show, to be honest with you. When you see me sawing, it's more about what I'm trying to show in the video and different footages. That makes no sense. Different footages. My goodness, or different clips, I guess, of the mill. I'm not trying to be extremely productive when I'm running the sawmill and the video camera's going. I'm just trying to show the wood off to you guys and the sawmill, not so much the how productive it is. Have you ever put your drone up for a shot and forgot about it? No, shoot, no. That thing's too expensive. It's about 6 years old. It was about $1,000. I would hate to replace it. It's probably a lot more than that now, but no, I have not. We speak country. I guess that's what it is. That is, we speak country. Bruno taking over someday? No, that will not happen right there. Randy, your videos are relaxing. Appreciate it. I'll try to do about an hour, guys. We've been on here for 28 minutes. Mavic Mini, $400. Yeah. That's pretty cheap. It's got to be one of those that will avoid obstacles and do the auto features. So if I'm driving the tractor, it will follow me and I don't have to make it follow me. Custom sawing, no, don't do that anymore. There's no money in that, really. There's money in it if you want to do that, but I could spend all day sawing somebody's logs. Like if they bring me 1,000 feet, I could saw their logs all day and get paid for that. Or I could saw up probably one walnut log and be done before lunchtime and made a lot more money than that. So it just depends on what you're doing. There is money in it. It's just, where's the bigger money at? So, all right. All right, guys, I've been going for 30 minutes. So we're going to try to do an hour here. And 30 minutes left. Adventures with Jay. How's it going there, Jay? Well, looky there, guys. The first super chat of the night. I was wondering when you guys were going to get on, start doing these. This is the longest I've ever went without getting the super chat on here. So there's the first super chat, guys, from GD MA. Man, is that $100? $99 right there. Man, that's... And didn't even ask your question. Appreciate that. So the first super chat there, guys. Really appreciate that. Man, that's a good amount right there. If you have a question there, GD, let us know. Maple Farm, you're exactly right. No doubt about that. All right, there we go. There's some super chats coming in. Thank you, guys. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to answer these comments and kind of work for you guys tonight. And that right there kind of gives me some motivation to keep going, to be honest with you. There's Jason, Coffee and Ice Cream Fund. All right, Richard. Coffee's on me when you come down here, buddy. Jason bought us coffee there. Appreciate that. You can buy 5 gallons of diesel with that. Yeah, so let me see here. Greetings from Georgia, LT40Y. Good deal. That's a good sawmill. I loved my LT40. That was a great meal. I missed that sawmill. It was a very, very good meal. If I'd have had the room, I probably would have kept it, to be honest with you. I don't need 2 sawmills, but it sure was fun to run. Did your kiln dry the lumber for your workshop? No, my workshop was put up green, totally green, and it's just fine. It's in good shape, actually. Timber frames are historically built with green wood. I want to see some electrical wiring videos. I wired up a bunch of outlets tonight, and I would have videoed that, but man, people get tore up about stuff like that. Man, they get tore up about that. Let me see here. Chickens are nastier than hogs. They are pretty nasty. I'll agree with you on that. And 5 o'clock coffee is the best. I've never heard of 5 o'clock coffee before. It's interesting. Single shot with the come on, computer. All right. Single shot with the net super chat there. Ice cream for Bruno. He's going to be eating ice cream all summer thanks to you guys. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Richard says diesel dropped to 529 over at Sheets. He's over in the, well, I'm not going to say where he's at, but it dropped a little bit where he's at. He's not too far from here. Mark, I have never used a carbide tooth blade, to be honest with you. I've never used one. I can't really advise you on that. Let me see here. Black Rifle coffee. That's what I got in my coffee canister right now. That's what I'm drinking on is Black Rifle. That's good stuff right there. Good stuff. I wish we had one closer. Shipping's kind of expensive right now and stuff like that. All 3 tractors are diesel. I run farm diesel on all 3 of them. They're all diesels. Let me see here. Do you still have the goats? They were, actually, I never had them. They belong to my neighbor, but he still has them. They're just across the valley from you. They're on the other side of my hayfield. I worked at OSHA as a safety engineer. Don't show the wiring. You know what's funny, Randy, is I would wire something up. I would wire something up and show it working, and not have the cover put back on it yet, and people would lose their minds. Like I wasn't going to put the cover back on it. Just because it's not in the video doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. Man, that tore people up. Three bags of murder. I've not tried Murdered Out right there. That's going to be interesting. I've not tried that before. Let me see here. You have been an electrician in a past. I don't understand why people keep wanting to keep their green two senses. They don't know what their situation. Yeah. When it comes to wiring, there is the National Electric Code that people go by for stuff to be passed on inspections, but if you don't have to have an inspection and you're doing stuff in your own workshop, you know, it ain't like you got live wires hanging around the ceiling just waiting to, you know, short out. But you can do things a little bit differently because of that. You can still make it safe, you know. Grandfather's name Cletus was my father's name in Bixby. Can't wait to get back there. Bixby, North Carolina. Never heard of that town. I probably drove through it before, but I've never heard of it. I've been all over North Carolina. Spent a lot of time in North Carolina. All right, guys, we've been going for 37 minutes here. We've had some good super chats here tonight. GD had the biggest one, $99. Jacob, I am doing well. Let me see here. You're right about that, Anthony. After you got your initial power in there, you're good to go. But I'm actually wiring up my table saw tomorrow in the new shop. And I think I'm going to video that just to irritate people. I'm sure they'll find something wrong with what I'm doing. It never fails. They always find something wrong with it. Let me see here. There's Fireman 7415. Let's see here. Richard. You still with us there, Richard? The circle saw blade removes the bark. It's actually called a debarker. It removes the bark. Therefore, when your blade hits that area that the bark has been removed, your blade is not hitting bark, which dulls it faster. So that's what it's doing. It's removing the bark or the dirt or the even sometimes rock to make your blade last longer. You there, Richard, you got your ham license. I meant to ask you that the other day. Everybody's an expert, no doubt about that. Yes, the walnut is dry and it is ready to go. Ready to go. Oh, put a wire fastener every inch, buddy. You're right about that. Oh, they'll lose their minds. I may do it wrong tomorrow just to make people mad. then correct it afterwards. People get tore up over that. All right, there's a very meaningful super chat right there for the electrical video coffee. All right, it's on, people. Tomorrow we'll film the wiring up for the table saw. I got a 3 horsepower table saw made by Grizzly. I've had it for 2 years. It ain't nothing new. We're gonna move it down to the shop, and I will wire that up tomorrow, and hopefully make some people mad. Richard, that's the same thoughts I have. But I may get my license so I get one of those fancy call numbers beside my name. But I was curious if you had your. I know you got your columns up there. I didn't know if you had one or not. Hello there, Brenda. Haven't been watching a lot, but still love watching. I would love to get a live edge for a table. Okay. Ice cream and Diet Pepsi fund from Randy in the Chase, $10. Hot dog. Thank you there, Randy. Appreciate the super chat there, man. Plenty of ice cream being bought this week. Okay, single shot. I'll have to try to find that, buddy. I don't know if I saw that or not. Dimensions of the original kiln building. I think it was 10 by 8. I think it was a 10 by 8. The new kiln is 10 by 17. 10 by 17. Too much ice cream. Diet Pepsi. What part of law enforcement were you in? I'll talk about that on another day. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Any good camping around you? Yeah, there's a lot of campgrounds. Kind of cracks me up. People live in this town. They say they're going camping, and they'll pull their camper 10 minutes down the road to a campground. And they're like 10 minutes from their house. But they're roughing it, you know. They're out roughing it in their camper. We're camping this weekend. Let's go 10 minutes down the road. Cracks me up. Richard, I think I got Mr. Morgan beat there on the chicken coop. Just the building cost $10,000. So I got to have him beat. Hopefully. His is pretty tiny. But you never know. All right, there's Yanktonville, North Carolina. There's Tim. Bill, he wants me to come up there, but with fuel prices being what they are, I don't know if I'll drive. That's about a 6 or 7 hour drive from here. Have you ever sawed anything for celebrities? I have not. Phew, I'm sleepy. There's Ted down in Florida. Randy is out of here. All right. Do I watch any sports? I do not. No. I do not watch any sports. We don't even have cable here. We have a TV downstairs, but never gets cut on. I don't have time. I don't know how people have time to watch TV anymore. I'm so busy here. There's no time for anything. Northeast Tennessee is where we are. Northeast Tennessee. For not watching sports. There's no time. I like to read, and occasionally I'll watch Jeremiah Johnson on DVD. I think I've seen it about 3 million times. But that's about it. I don't really have time to watch a lot of stuff. We've not had cable in years. It's been a long time since we have cable. Hood's Custom Shop. Sell my TV. Yeah. I don't know how people have the time. What is your email? outofthewoodsforestry@gmail.com. outofthewoodsforestry@gmail.com. If you email me there, GD, put something in the subject, because if you don't do that, it will go to spam. Let me see. Great movie. Favorite book? Probably, probably Going Home by A. American. It's a whole series of books, actually. Very good stuff. Can you stand Grizz? Oh, Grizz. I actually just read a book about mountain men where it talked about Jeremiah Johnson and what really happened, how he was eating livers, eating people's livers as he would kill them. It was crazy. The movie is nothing like the guy that's based off of. It's a lot different. And they're talking about eating livers. My goodness. One thing regarding the sawmill that you don't done, I would love to one day have an old circle sawmill, like an old Frick or something like that. I would love to have one of those one day. I'm gonna get one day. I don't need one, but I want one. The real guy was indeed one bad dude. You're right about that. I've been reading about Hugh Glass a lot lately as well. There's John up in Maine. Let's see here. 167 people watching, if that's accurate right there. Not too bad. Put out a video today. If you guys didn't see it, it's doing pretty good. Actually, it's got about 20-some thousand views already. So, I know, Richard, I may put you in charge of helping me find one of those one day. I'd love to have one. Let me see here. I will. I'll put a camera on the controls one day. I'll try to run double camera on some stuff. Let me see here. So if you're just joining us, we've been on here for about an hour. Thanks to all the super chats, guys. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow, be sure you subscribe to the Smoky Mountain Outpost channel, because he's doing a video tomorrow where he did a tour of my operation last week, and we did a lot of kind of like an interview on what we do here. So you guys might enjoy that. He'll be uploading that on his channel tomorrow, the Smoky Mountain Outpost. Let me see here. Brian used to run a Frick, ran it with a Farmall. Man, that would be a nice setup right there. That would be nice to see. Real nice to see right there. Run all green wire to your saw. I thought about that, then put a little G on the one that's the ground with some wire numbers. That'd really tear people up. The Land Remembered, Story of Florida. Never heard about that one. I'll check it out. All green wires. If I had some green number 10, enough green number 10, I got to run number 10 tomorrow for the table saw. That's pretty funny. I need to be running the sawmill, guys. I've got a bunch of stuff to saw up right now. A bunch of pine. Look, Richard's on the ball. Already felt one near Boone. Look at him. The in-laws. That's a good start right there. There's Kevin, got a LX 25. Do it blindfolded. All right. Get caught back back up here. Another super chat there, guys, from Tommy Chu. $10 from Mr. Tommy, a longtime supporter of the channel. Thank you there, Tommy. Really appreciate that. All right. Another super chat there, guys. Thanks very much for the super chats tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, last week we set a record on the super chats there. Uncle Joe did $500 last week. Man, that was a new record right there. I'll never beat that. That was a one-time deal, I'm sure. Another super chat from Dangle's Wood Shop there. Have a good one. Well, thank you very much there, buddy. There's another one coming through. You guys are awesome tonight. There's Tom with the question, what are you going to do with all your wood shop? What are you going to do with your wood shop? I'm going to get back to building tables again. I've not built tables since I moved here 4 years ago when I had my wood shop at the old house. So that's my goal, is to get the wood shop functional again, start building tables again. I loved building farm tables. I loved it. Very enjoyable. Set a cold beverage on the table saw. You're right about that. Or remove the blade guide out of the way. That tears people up as well. John Pine, it depends on where you're at and how hot the summer is, but it needs to be sawed up pretty fast. I have some on the ground here that needs to be sawed up yesterday. Try to get the pine as soon as you can, because it doesn't do good on the ground. Let me see here. All right. Well, yeah, so that video today, it's 20-some thousand views. That one right there is done pretty good, actually. Yes, Jim, I do. I try to watch his stuff. I do. I don't watch every one of them, but I do try to watch a bunch of them. All right, let me see here. Whew, tired. Been at it all day. See you there, Richard. I'll see you in the morning, I guess. Whenever you upload that, I'll be looking for that tomorrow. All right, guys. Another super chat from Billy Boy there. $19. Thank you very much there, Bill. Appreciate that. Bears, no. There's a lot of black bear, but they don't really get close to the houses. They kind of keep their distance. What's for dinner? Tonight we had salad, baked potato, and a ribeye, and it was delicious. Very good. Another super chat there. Outdoor Adventures, $20. Man, you guys are coming on strong here at the end. Maybe I should keep going for a while. I tell you what, you guys keep on doing that. We'll keep going, I guess. Appreciate their Outdoor Adventures, and Bill Boy as well. Man, those came out of nowhere. What are we up to here? Let me see here. Grandpa Jones reference. It is not. It is not. Medium well. Medium well in the steak. It was very good. It was a ribeye, so it had a lot of fat in it, but I like that. Makes it taste better. Makes it taste better. All right, guys, we're up to 55 minutes, it looks like. Need to tag Elon Musk in your videos. I doubt he has time to watch them. But you never know, I guess. $144 people, not too bad. But by the time this video kind of gets uploaded here, it'll probably have about 5 or 10,000 usually. A lot of people go back and watch these lives after they're over with. Anthony's out of here. Ribeye cooked with hickory. That does sound pretty good. All right. Let's see here. I'm not sure how I would tag him, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how that would work. Applewood and hickory. That sounds good. All right, Jason's out of here. Looks like everybody's getting close to being done here. I guess an hour of me running my mouth here is about all you guys can take. I don't blame you. That's all I could probably take too. I don't blame you. Smoked pork chops on peach wood here. I need to drive. Looks like I'm headed to Duffield, guys. That sounds pretty good right there. That's enough talking about food here. You guys are starving me to death. I've already ate. He would send a wood miser into space. Locust post. I wish we had some decent locusts for sawing. That would be nice. Good on you. I'll tell you what, I wish we had some. I've thought about that, Thomas. Actually, I have thought about that. All right, so pancakes and bacon. Hello from Montana. Sell, make a lot of money with the pieces you cut off your logs. I don't have time, Bruce. There's not enough hours in the day, to be honest with you, to salvage every piece of a log. You got to have time with the family, and got to have time for me. So you can't save it all. It's impossible. Lumber Jill, there you are. You're catching the end of this, actually. We're about done here. It's about 1 hour. There's Doug down in Arkansas. Hello there, Doug. Jim, ribeye, favorite as well. $158, $214. Ever been to New England? I have not. I've never been there before. I don't travel a whole lot. The more I leave the home and get around people, the more I want to be at home. Put it that way. I get irritated even going to restaurants anymore. You can't sit down and eat for people talking on their phones and hearing their conversations. It's aggravating going anywhere. Or shave. You gotta save money somewhere, Bill. I shave my money. I shave. I save my money on razors, I guess. Mike, I agree. You're exactly right. You go to a restaurant and you hear these phones ringing, and you'll be having a quiet dinner or just sitting down, and all of a sudden you hear somebody 2 tables over talking to somebody in Kentucky that's in Tennessee about medications or something. We went to Cheddar's the other day, sitting there eating. Woman beside us is FaceTiming somebody about medications, and she's screaming to them, not in anger, just talks loud. And I heard every word they said the whole entire time I was eating. I was ready to take a hostage right there. It was awful. I tell you, it was very, very aggravating right there. Just holler on that phone, hollering. Everybody could hear. Everybody. Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. Loblolly Pine are awesome. That's Yellow Pine, SYP. Great stuff. You're right, Richard. You hear them from a mile away. Here's a tip for all you people out there on phones in restaurants. Just because it rings doesn't mean you have to answer it. A cell phone is for convenience. It's for your convenience, not theirs. If they're calling you, you answer it when it's convenient to you. You don't have to answer it because it rings. Man, people think they have to answer that thing if it rings. Like, you don't have to answer it. Turn the ringer off. Call back when you have time or you're not in a crowd of people. Man, they kill me. Single shots out of here. Have a good night, buddy. All right. The cone of silence. You're exactly right about that. Maxwell Smart. I used to watch it on Nick at Night years ago. Was a long time ago. Cut 10 pines down yesterday, got 80 more. Man, got your work cut out for you right there. Nothing wrong with that. Good to be busy and good to have work to do. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you want right there. Well, Bill, when we go somewhere, my wife will have hers, and I don't bring mine with me. There's no sense in it. We don't need two phones between the two of us. You know, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. All right, guys, we've done about an hour, and that's about all I've got the energy for. So we're going to call it done. And thanks for all the super chats tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. And if I missed your comment or your question, I'm sorry. I can only see so much stuff on my screen here. And that's that. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Probably Tuesday. I'll do some video on tomorrow. There's Killinger. My phone controls my life. Killinger's back with us. I thought he fell asleep on us there. I thought he was drinking that devil's water again. He's back with us, though. All right, you guys have a good night, and appreciate the super chats.